I never believed I could grow a long hair until I started using Ayurvedic herbs. I'll show you how I made one of them in this video. It was when I started using Ayurvedic herbs that I believed that hair growth is not necessarily genetic. This used to be my hair before. It was so weak, thin, the ends were always splitting and it breaks a lot. But the moment I introduced some of these DIY, of which I'm going to show you one of them right now, my hair started changing. Everything about my hair improved. The breakage reduced, even the rate at which my hair shed reduced. My edges started growing also, and the thickness of my hair improved. So stop thinking it's because you have a bad gene, that is why your hair is not growing. You can start using Ayurvedic herbs, make them into different DIYs. You can do the one I'm about to show you now. You can make it into oil or into hair butter or grease. I'm going to be introducing one new herbs to you today. I have used it for about a month now and I tell you that it is very, very good. To get every information I shared in this video, please watch to the end. And if you want to come back to make this DIY for yourself, like this video and also save for later so you don't lose it. Feel free to share it with someone that is still struggling to grow their hair. As usual, the first thing you need is your container. The first ingredient for today is star anise. Star anise offers a lot of benefits for our natural hair. It reduces hair fall and hair breakage. It improves scalp health. It promotes healthy hair growth and enhances shine. It also protects the hair from free radicals, pollution, and UV rays. It also smells very nice. I love the smell. Next is lemongrass. I have been using lemongrass a lot lately. I use it to make oil and hair tea. I also use it in my hair butter. I think I have not uploaded that video. I will upload it soon. This is also good for both the hair and the scalp. It helps to reduce dandruff and it also cleans the scalp. You can use both the fresh and the dried one depending on the one you have. I used 3 pieces of the star anise and I used 1 tablespoon of the lemongrass. Next is fenugreek seed. If you don't have fenugreek seed, you can use the fenugreek powder. For the fenugreek seed, I'll be using 1.5 teaspoon, but if you are using it in powders form, 1 teaspoon is enough. Next is curry leaves. I'll be using dried curry leaf because that is what I have, but if you have the fresh one, feel free to use it. That is even more potent compared to the dry one. I'll be using 1 tablespoon of the curry leaves. Curry leaves helps to strengthen the hair, it reduces hair fall and improves hair texture. It makes the hair appear thicker and healthier. I'm also going to be adding hibiscus leaves. Hibiscus flowers are one of my best herbs so far. I have been using it a lot. In fact, in almost all my DIYs lately, I use hibiscus flowers. This hair growth spray is not going to be complete without rosemary leaves. If you have been watching my videos, you know I love to use fresh rosemary leaves, but if I can't get the fresh one, that is when I go for the dried one. For the rosemary leaves, I use 1 tablespoon. All of these Ayurvedic herbs has their unique benefits for hair growth, and this DIY is for both natural hair, relaxed hair, or colored hair. After adding everything into a container, I'm going to add 400 ml of warm water. If you're using less amount of the ingredient that I use, you reduce the amount of water you add to it. And if you are using more, you increase the amount of water. If you observe very well, you will notice that I did not use too much of any of the herbs. That is because they are all potent, and I've noticed that if I use too much of them, they have effect on my hair. My hair starts drying out, which is going to lead to breakage. So I love to use them in moderation to prevent dryness, which would lead to breakage. And before you combine all of these ingredients to use them together, make sure you've used them individually before, just in case you'll be reacting to anyone, because some people have allergies. If you're allergic to anyone, you'll be able to figure it out and don't add it to the mixture. But if you've tried everything before and you have all of them, go ahead and combine them. They are very, very helpful. I poured in 400 ml of hot water to this. You can use cold water. You can as well boil it for few minutes before you strain and use. but I love to infuse mine overnight. I'm making this in the morning and I'm infusing it overnight because of the lemongrass. The lemongrass is dried and it takes longer to infuse. Normally, I will infuse it for 6 to 8 hours, or if I'm making it very late in the evening, I'll leave it to infuse overnight and then strain the next morning. But because the lemongrass is dried and it takes a lot of time for it to infuse compared to other ingredients, I'm going to leave this overnight. I'm making this in the morning and I left it to infuse overnight the next day afternoon before I'll strain it. So the next day afternoon, it is ready to be strained. I'm just going to strain it. You don't need to use anything like cheesecloth, or you don't need to be extra careful because the particles are already settled under the bottle. You can just pour out the water and add anything you want to add to it before you go ahead to use it. I'm going to be using this in different ways and I'll be dividing it right away. If you're still watching the video till this time and you've not yet liked this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to save it for later so you'll be able to locate it very fast when you're coming back to make yours. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so and don't forget to turn your notification bell on so you will not miss out whenever I upload any video. I have so many videos coming up that you are going to find very helpful. So if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe now and don't forget to share this video with someone if you find it helpful. Share it with someone that you know is still struggling with their natural hair. The same way I have shared my knowledge with you, I shared what I know with you. Please do well to share it with someone. Feel free to share it in all your social media platforms. This is the final look of the hair growth spray. I divided it into two. In the big spray bottle, I'll be using that as my final rinse after washing my hair. My wash day is actually today. I'll be using it as my final rinse. I'll also be making my deep conditioner from the one in the big spray bottle. So I'll be using it to make my deep conditioner and also as a final rinse after washing my hair. That is after washing my hair with my shampoo and deep conditioning my hair, and then I'll rinse it out. After rinsing out the deep conditioner, I will use this to finally rinse my hair and leave it in for a while until my hair dries out a little and then moisturize my hair. For the one in the small spray bottle, I will use that one as a leave-in spray. And that one is going to last me about 2 to 3 times. I'll use it as a leave-in spray for about 2 to 3 times. I'll just spray that on my hair and my scalp. Massage for a few minutes before I use the leave-in conditioner on the length of my hair. I'll use the leave-in conditioner first to moisturize my hair before I seal in the moisture with either a hair grease or a hair butter. You can also use oil to seal in the moisture depending on the method of moisturizing your hair. You can use the LOC or the LCO method. Any method you use to moisturize your hair, just spray this in first, massage your scalp and work the product through your hair before you proceed. You can use this leave-in spray about 3 to 4 times a week depending on how many times you moisturize your hair a week. Most times, the amount of times I moisturize my hair a week depends on how much I expose my hair. The period I don't expose my hair too much, I moisturize less. Apart from the times you expose your hair, it also depends on the condition of the weather. Right now, the weather is very hot in where I live and my scalp and my hair is always crying for moisture. So in this season right now, I'm moisturizing more than I do in the other seasons. So I would just advise you listen to your hair and know when it needs to be moisturized before you moisturize it. Don't moisturize your hair less or more because someone is telling you they do their own once in a week or twice a week. You decide to do yours same. Listen to your hair and know when you need to moisturize it and know when you don't need to moisturize it. So after moisturizing my hair during my wash day, 2 to 3 days later, I repeat same process. Same process in the sense that I repeat the same moisture routine. This time, I just spray the leave-in spray on my hair, my edges, my scalp, massage, and then go in with the full moisture routine. If you're having issues with your edges, you can use this up to 5 times a week. I personally use this 5 times in a week because right now I'm trying to regrow my edges back after the postpartum hair loss. I hydrate and moisturize my edges almost every day. I do that in the evening before going to bed. Most of the times I do it in the evening before wearing my satin bonnet and going to bed. But this time around, I don't use leave-in conditioner on my edges. I just spray in the hair growth spray and then seal in the moisture with either just oil or grease. If I'm using oil, I don't use grease or butter. But if I'm using butter, I don't use oil. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. See you in my next one. Bye.